Hello, and in this video I'm making a train junction. So I got this idea from when I was live streaming for the first time. I think I was live streaming like the new stuff in mass transit, and Jenar, I think I've pronounced his name wrong again, which I do a lot, I'm sorry. He posted this link to a train junction in the Netherlands, which is basically what I copied, with obviously tweaks, because you can't do 100% accurate in City Skylines. It's extremely difficult. And I also worked on this in a separate live stream, so there are parts where I haven't added it because it's boring. Mainly that's the reason, because in that live stream I did very little. I think it was like 3 hours, and all I did was add some of the like tunnel entrances and a bit of detailing, and that's all I did. But it was good. I'm planning on live streaming a lot more, so if you're interested, the link is in the description to my Twitch. I don't use YouTube because for some reason I can't use it. Like it gets very laggy when I'm like the stream gets so far behind, and it's just not good. I mean, I would maybe like to try one day streaming on YouTube if it ever improves, but for the moment it will just be Twitch because it works great. I can stream at 720p, which isn't amazing, but it's good for stream quality, and the stream runs quite smooth. So, as you can see in the video, I'm simply creating the junction with the tracks. I've got 2 tracks run underneath the other tracks so that they can cross over to the other set of tracks. This is extremely similar to what it is in real life in the Netherlands, and I'm obviously using the mod to give me more tracks, although normal City Skylines now has a one-way like single lane track, but it doesn't have a 2-way single lane, which is what I use here because I wasn't sure which direction I wanted the trains to go, so it's just easier just to place them as 2-way and then only make it so that trains can come from one direction. But I almost forgot. I had massive problems building this, and I have no idea what the problem was, but the problem has disappeared. I don't know if anyone else has had this problem, but I was getting big parts of this junction that I made just disappear when you looked at them from a certain angle, and all the decals that I placed down either before or after started to flicker like mad. Now, I don't know, I spent a good day trying to work out like uninstalling mods, reinstalling mods, uninstalling new things I've installed. Nothing worked, nothing at all worked. So I left it for 2 days, came back, loaded up the game, and it worked fine. Perfectly fine, not a problem at all. So I am not sure what it was, but I don't know. So if anyone has a solution, because some other people did have the problem I'd searched online and no one had come up with a solution. All the solutions were it's like the tree rotation mod and stuff like that, which I'd already uninstalled, and didn't work. So no idea. So this part is where I'm trying to work out how to do the like transition from the above train tracks to the train tracks below, because as it is right now it looks a bit rubbish. Let's just say that. It doesn't look good. It looks too sharp. All the like what I'm imagining is like a trench that's been dug into the ground and then supported with like concrete on the side to make it like a nice transition into the ground. So what I come up with is I initially placed these pedestrian paths to try and get more of a smooth, well, it's not smooth, it's more of a harsh transition really, like compared to the smooth way the terrain works. And then what I do is I use Lost Gecko's retaining wall assets, and I also use Ronix's asphalt mod, the ones that you can place decals on top of. Because my reasoning behind this is, well, not my reasoning, I've seen many people do similar things to this, where they build like a platform out and then you can put decals on top of it to make it seem like it's any material. So what I do here is place them out and then I put dirt decals on top to make it seem like it is just a nice smooth transition into the hole where the train track is going into. Anyways, it works surprisingly well. I did have a problem where for some reason I didn't think I could use the prop line tool with Lost Gecko's retaining wall assets, but you can use them with the small one. 100% I know you can. I'm not sure about the big one, but I don't know, I haven't checked. But I know you can definitely use it with a small one, which is what I should have done, because I go through here manually placing every single one where I should have just placed it with the prop line tool. But you know, you live and you learn, and I've learned because it was a pain and parts of it weren't straight. But I don't know, my idea behind that is it's not going to always be 100% straight. It'll be close, but not 100%. Because of problems where they imagine they're building and they have to go around a certain rock, or they have to go further out because it's weaker. I don't 100% know, but that's my idea. It's close enough that you can't really notice in the cinematic, so if you get close and you're looking at it, you can definitely tell it's not perfectly straight. So what I'm using here to cover the tunnels is Ronix's like tunnel assets. Now I like them, but the only problem is I didn't like the way it ended at the end. So what I did there was place one tunnel under the other in a stepped sort of version to make a sort of slope, a semi-slope. It looks alright. It could be improved with making the steps even closer together, but that would be just a lot of unnecessary stacking of props on one another. So here's the dirt being added to the top of the ploppable asphalt. It looks very nice. Sometimes it can look a bit repetitive. So what I did was add, like, as I imagine, I don't know, walls that have been stuck out from the main concrete wall, which are connected to hold up the wall, because this is obviously a lot of force. So I imagine these walls are holding up the wall from the dirt by using the dirt. I don't know how true this would be. I'm not a structural engineer, but I could see it being done maybe. So you may have noticed the flickering at the start of the, like in the cinematics. Apparently that is nothing to do with any mods or anything. It is a problem with the game, the standard game, apparently. So I'm sorry, I can't really do much about it. It's got to do with the way that the sun hits the props and the time of day. It was a lot worse than it was in the cinematics to start, but I tweaked with the time of day and tried to get it so it didn't flicker. Couldn't find a perfect place where it didn't flicker, so just got a bit where it just flickered, but it's annoying. I hope that gets fixed because it is extremely annoying. It's just very, Very annoying. So we skipped ahead in the video, and this is after the live stream where I've added a small like, it's like a yard in the middle of the tracks where I imagine stuff is stored to repair tracks, and it's just there as a storage area. I've added some trees. I've added a lot of the like dead grass from is it Mr. Mason who makes the big grass in it's not a tree, it is actually an asset, so it looks good. The only problem is it doesn't go on top of the ploppable asphalt because it is an asset that conforms to the terrain, so there is a bit of blankness on the actual ploppable asphalt because it is literally just dirt. But like from a distance it looks okay. It's only when you get close, and since I'm not going to get close to this really, and it's really just viewed from a distance, it doesn't 100% matter. So I just go through adding tons of detail, like tons of props, tons of trees, tons of decals to the ground, sort of trying to dirty up the areas where I imagine trucks have been driving. I also do a small area where they're like removing debris that I imagine has been dumped by somebody. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and there's a bit more of the time lapse left, and then there's a couple more cinematics at the end. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.